Hi guys, Queenmlv, Talk to Me Tuesday. It's Tuesday, March 22nd, 2K11. This is going to be short, and I say that every week, and it's not short. But I'm trying to keep it short because I don't have much. Basically, what I did this week is 2 Project to Doom blocks. And the reason I did 2 is this is the pattern by Ofen. And I did the Standard Book of Spells, books 1 through 6, for years 1 through 6. And by the time I got my title on there and my number on there, I didn't have room at the top for a bigger border, so I had to adjust the pattern just a little, no biggie. So I do have 2 of those. And then for my extras, I did just a real simple, I did 4 books in Lockhart's series. I had already bought some of his other books, which I've read and put on other shelves, and so in the series I just have the 4. So I've got, that's just his name here. You can't see this, but you can really see it in real life if you're wearing glasses. It says Wanderings with Werewolves, Year of the Yeti, Voyages with Vampires, and Travels with Trolls. So those with good eyesight can actually see that very well. I don't have my contacts in. So I made 2 blocks, and then the only other thing I did this week was, if you recall, I found these blocks in my closet, and I have remembered now when I did these and why. These were done between 10 and 12 years ago. Right after we moved in our house 12 years ago, we bought our first king-size bed. We didn't have room for one before that, and so I had decided to put a very neutral, easy quilt on there. And these are paper pieced. I did hand draw all of the patterns with a ruler and ballpoint pen. So this is and I designed the pattern for what that's worth. I mean, it's nothing special and it's nothing new, but I didn't get a pattern. I drew it. And these are 8-inch blocks that I did in the light and dark brown. I did get them all put together. So I have a picture of that I'll put here. And that is what all I'm going to do. It's long enough. It's good enough for a twin size bed. I want it a little bigger. I really don't want a king at this point. So what I'm going to do is just put a, since these are 8-inch, I think I'm going to put an 8-inch strip down each side and then put some sort of border on it and call that a day. So it's really nice to get, I've got stuff all over my shirt. It's really nice to get that out of the, I didn't even know it was in my UFO pile because it was in the back of a closet, so it wasn't on my UFO radar, but nice to get that together. And I like it. It's, you know, I still kind of like it. So that's going to be pretty neat. And then on my shelf back here, when I was putting these shelves in, I put a bag and thought, oh, I'll figure out what that is later or something. I don't know why I had a bag there that I hadn't looked in, but I did look in it. And I found 2 things from my mom. One is a Christmas, I don't know where I put it. It's a Christmas stocking pattern with some satin. It's cute, so I might make some Christmas stockings. But this one I do recall. This is from, this is a project my mom and I started. And this was a quilt she was going to make for me. This is from Better Homes and Gardens magazine in 1979. So this is a UFO, one of my older UFOs from 1979. And on this note is my mom's handwriting, and it says the fabric we picked out, and it says the company, the actual print that we want, a color number, and where we were going to buy it. So I had the fabric all picked out, and I do recall that it wasn't this red. It was a mauve, like a mauve calico that we were going to do this in, and then my mom was going to those are like redwork cats. My mom was going to stitch the cats onto muslin by hand, and then we were going to put it together into a quilt. And I don't know from there how much was going to be on my mom and how much on me, but if you recall these old patterns, what they would do, tons and tons of pictures on how you can use these cats, but what they would do is they would, see, here's a stocking made out of the same cat, but this is the actual pattern. There are 10 cats, and you just enlarge them and put them in your quilt. So of course today I would either make a redwork machine embroidery pattern or just scan them and enlarge them on Photoshop or something, but we didn't do that back then. In 1979, we just pulled out the graph paper and a pencil and drew them. So here are the cats that I had enlarged for her. And at some point, she must have realized that her eyes can no longer do this. So she sends the pattern to me. I don't know when, sometime between probably 85 and 90, and it's been sitting in my bag ever since. But I do like the patterns, so that's kind of cool. I need to decide if I'm going to go with the original plan of hand stitching it or do something on the machine embroidery or what I'm going to do, but it's ready to go. It just needs fabric, and I could make a really cute cat quilt. So anyway, that's what I have this week. Not much, but it feels good. So you guys have a fabulous week, and I will see you next week. Bye.